I am Pastor Howard Stephen Smith, and I've served Gordon Town Church in the year 2021 and part of 2022, and part of 2021 and 2022. History. What a short history. But the good thing is, for me, this would have been my second stint at the Gordon Town Church, in the sense that there was a time that I was with the church, probably about 12, 13 years ago, where I was with the district to do a campaign. It is from that time I recognized that the Gordon Town Church is a highly evangelistic church. And, it doesn't really matter how much it seems as if there are mountains and hurdles. There is always this passionate desire to see evangelism go forward. And I would have come there in the, what would you say, the latter part of the coronavirus pandemic. And so we were at a time where persons were not able to come out as they would want to. We even had to do funeral services differently, because we could not allow everyone to come to the church facility. And sometimes we had large funerals, but we had to find ways and means to sort of integrate how we did it, which would be, to have some in church, and then there are some persons who would be online. We had to be wearing masks, and masks gave me issues sometimes because, I wear glasses, and so the mask being on my face sometimes causes the steam to come on my glasses, and I found myself seeing things in almost shadows, and so I didn't really like mask wearing. And it was good to know that as the preacher, I could probably ask the members on the platform to go down so that I could take the mask off and proclaim the word. But it was fun, and the different departments, they tried to play their part in making sure things would happen. There were some weaknesses that we had. There were some departments that we were not able to find leaders for. When I came, we had to do election of officers, and again, because of pandemic issues, finding persons to lead in certain departments. But nonetheless, the Lord has found a way to make the church be able to, carry out things, and the different departments were able to do different activities, which was something new. My time there, I think we would have baptized somewhere about 10 persons, for such a short period of time during a pandemic, for that amount of souls to come in is phenomenal. And so that is it as it pertains to a brief history as to what happened there. We had work days, one particular work day, and the brethren made a big deal out of the work day because they saw me doing some things that maybe they would not have seen some pastors do, because I had tools, and we were cutting down the bush and stuff. And so one of the things that the brethren highlighted was that we cut further than we have ever cut before, and pastors would have been happy. But I enjoyed thoroughly that work day with the brethren, who gave their all to ensure that the sanctuary and the premises surrounding the sanctuary look good. So that's it regarding history. When I think about the footprints of hope evangelistic series, now when we were a part of it, and of course this was division wide, English speaking part of the division, was involved in this campaign with Ben Samuels from the West Conference. And we were streaming the thing. We were streaming the thing in the community and so forth. But we had a meeting as leaders, and we said how powerful this campaign was. We have to find a way to get it to the people, and so the thought came to me that, brethren, we need to find a way to carry this gospel into the grassroots area of Gordon Town. And I was saying we can use the church speakers and so forth and put them up and so that people could hear. And right away, Elder McCullough found a way, and he decided that he would take the PA system and the speaker boxes down to his place and had them erected there at his premises, and the messages were going right around. The message was going around so much so that there was a member in the community who is my namesake, and so now I can call her Sister Smith. Sister Smith heard the words that were being proclaimed through the speaker boxes, and because of that made a decision. And interestingly, she contacted a friend that she had overseas to say, boy, she's really into it and she's really happy for it. And the person contacted, I think, Elder Thomas, and so the word got to me that here is someone that is ready to make a decision for Jesus. When I went there to meet the person, because I was hearing that there was some challenges regarding baptizing Sister Smith. When I got there, she was bedridden. Bedridden, so she could not come out of the bed, and there was nothing there that we had that was big enough that could hold her for us to do the baptism. But she was determined to give her heart, and when we heard how she responded to the questions on the pledge card, it sort of it made us inspired. It was as if she was giving us Bible study the way she was responding to us. And so what we decided to do was that we would do have her enter into the church by profession of faith. And the good thing about that is we were able to take our phones and so forth, and we were able to go to her premises up in the hills there. The church was at church, at Gordon Town, and they were seeing us interviewing her in her bedroom, and we were able to take the vote. So the brethren were at church taking the vote, and I raised the motion at Sister Smith's home. And it was a wonderful occasion. It was such rejoicing, and some of her family members were also present to observe this very awesome ceremony. And that's I will never forget. I guess I can't forget it because she's my namesake. Her name is Smith, and until today she is still committed. And I just want to ask the Lord to continue to help her to grow from strength to strength, as I said, the Adventist Christian. Vision. Well, I would want to see Gordon Town Church totally evangelize all of their territory. So that's one. Another one I think is secondary, but nonetheless very important. I would want to see this sanctuary being complete, wall built, the different offices and vestries constructed, and we having a basic school at the church. This was something that I was pushing for. We even started to make contacts with different authorities plans are in train, and the architectural drawings are almost complete and so forth. And so my dream, my vision is to see the physical structure of Gordon Town Church complete, while at the same time the gospel would have been 100% proclaimed in their territory, so that they can now decide that they're going to have to move out of Gordon Town to evangelize other places in the Jamaica Union territory. So that is, in a nutshell, what I have as a vision, and I know that under God, those things can happen. And I just want to encourage our present pastor who is here to keep that fire burning. One thing I have noticed, once the Gordon Town membership are engaged in any project, it will come to pass because they have a lot of energy. And so that is what I look forward to. So if the brethren are engaged, things will happen. So I look forward to seeing the physical structure completed, and I look forward to seeing the evangelistic mandate complete. Gordon Town, congratulations again. The theme you're using for this anniversary, this 30th anniversary celebration, is with God, love in action continues. Continue to love people everywhere you go.